Chat. There we go. We need a little bit higher, so shit. Yeah, that's about. Wait, no. Is this better? Why is it? Is it loud enough? Right, we need to turn. We need to turn that down. Hello. Hello. Yo, what are these things, bro? Why is there like crowns on your name? You bunch of weirdos. Right, I need to know if Swipe is in here. I need to know if Swipe is in here. I'll still listen to it anyways, but just makes it more fun if he's here, you know what I mean? Yeah, for real. YouTube has XP for chats now. That's kind of okay. Right, you need to send me something to react to because a two-track feedback stream's it's not a good thing. Send me like a flipping. Don't send me an LP, bro. Like anything but an LP. I'll listen to anything but an LP. I'll probably have to stop the stream after a while. Shortly, I mean. And then we'll restart it back soon once Void 2.5 Part 2 comes out. Tie shit. Alright. Yeah, okay. Where is it, fam? There's no shot, bro. Hold on. Alright, I'm just gonna flip in starts, yes, or else we'll be here forever and I'm not gonna see Ron K or Sauce Wipe ever. So this is Parallax President Sauce Wipe remix. I've not heard the original. Oh, so you are here. Could have said something earlier, you know what I mean?
President.
That was pretty good. Like, can you hear me while... Yeah, this bit's better. This bit's way better. I like the idea, but I feel like the flow could have worked on the flow a little bit more, because it's just like a you know what I mean? I mean, loads of people have done that before, and it gets a little bit boring. Could have played around a bit with the drums patterns, because right now it just goes boom, psh, boom, psh. Like, it could do a little bit like of a fun little fill. I feel like the sub is way too prominent. I know that that's the style, but I feel like in the first drop, the guns, I didn't really notice the guns. The sub was overpowering it a lot. It wasn't like sitting badly in the mix. It was just like, it was just so many like harmonics that are just peaking, and I don't know, it just took my attention away from the guns and just focused on the sub, and I don't really like that. I think the second drop is way better, because it's got like the tonality on the guns and the Muerte-ish style, and the fills as well are really cool, like the reverbed out thing. Maybe the little melodic like shots at the back, like the violins and stuff, could have been a little bit louder, like popped out a little bit in the mix, more like in the laughing track remix of Muerte, where they're really insanely prominent. Yeah, the sub's just way too overpowering. Like, you could have worked a bit on that. It could be powerful and still not take over the mix, if you know what I mean. I feel like a good example of that is probably, I won't play it, but if you want to search up What You Have Caused, Sick Minded, I think that's the best example of what the sub could have sounded like instead of just having most of the tonal aspects of the song. But overall, that's pretty cool. I like the idea, and the drum choice. I like when the clap isn't clashing too much with the kick, and it like makes a little cool transient thing like a psh. Yeah, so very cool. Thank you for sending. Now we've got Decayed Cement by Plague Doctor and Ron K. I don't think I've heard this, which is surprising because Plague sends me like 10 IDs a day. Seven. Ooh. I really like the flow. I mean, yeah, the idea is super cool. The flow's amazing. I really like the flow. For the first drop, anyways, until it hits, I think the only thing I'd say is the fills could have changed because it's just the same fill over and over again, like this glitch fill. I know that's probably Plague Doctor, but maybe you could have played around with that because it just sounds like a copy and paste. I'll probably get back to it again, but see what this second drop has to offer. Cool. Drags on a bit here. That was cool. I actually liked that. I think that would do really well in like a Forever and Ever compilation. Right. I've already talked about the glitch fills. It's like it's the same fill just played over and over again. I'm not really a big fan of that. At first it was really cool. Second time I already got bored of it. Just play around with it, stretch it out, pitch it down, pitch it up, add some random effects to it, like, yeah, just play around with it, you know what I mean? And then I feel like my main issue with the first drop is the guns. They sound super way too short. I don't know. I think that was probably what you were going for, but it sounds like a little perk just played over and over again instead of an actual gun. Maybe you could add a little bit of a release to that, and maybe just add a little bit of a tonal like aspect to the transient. because right now it just sounds like a percussion. Yeah, the stop thing was pretty cool. The drum choices are good. Yeah, that feel was cool, and then you could have done something straight like different here. I've already talked about. Okay, this bit, that caught me off guard a bit because it just didn't really fit the rest of the song, and I feel like the kick is clipping through. What is going on? Okay, that's my camera tweaking for real. I hate my chair so much. I was gonna say, right, the kick is clipping through the sub, and that is not good. I feel like the side chain's probably way too short, or not, or it just doesn't give too much space for the kick to breathe. Because right now it's like it's clashing with each other, and it just sounds weird. And like the little sustain thing's pretty cool, but you could have booted up the volume on that, just so it sounds a bit more like present. Because right now it just sounds like a background element that just went wrong. Yeah, I mean, yeah, glitches, longer sidechain. Maybe a like a tonal transient on the gun, and I think you should be good for that part. Yeah, my biggest issue with the second drop, though, I mean, the idea is way cooler. I like it a lot more, but I will ban you, Zuma. To be fair, this kid thinks he's funny. Right, I was gonna say, maybe you could, like, the crunchy thing in the background just sounds way too, it's just super quiet. You could definitely make it louder, add some octagons to that, and you shall be golden. Yeah, it just sounds super low, like you can barely hear it. Yeah, again, the fills. And I think it drags after. Yeah, it drags you. It just starts to drag there. So I would recommend you just cut it out completely there. What are you guys doing? Bro, your part was great. I just I think you should just spend a little bit more time on I think this is your part, right? Because right now it's cool, but like the idea is cool, but the sidechain's way too short, or there's just no sidechain at all. And yeah, the glitches play with the glitches, the fills. Tell Plague to do that as well. Wait, your drop is the second drop. I told you, bro, the second drop's better than the first one. I just don't like how quiet, like, the crunch noise it is. You could definitely make it louder. What? Okay. Yeah, I think that's just my main issue, to be fair. Just that, like, some sounds are too quiet. Play around with the fills. This kid's actually PMOing. No shot, bro. Fills. Yeah, you're making. Yeah, okay. I'm clicking off, bro. Fills. Sidechain on the second half. Just tell Plague to do that, because I'm guessing that's his drop then. And just make the crunch sound louder and shorten it, because it just drags on after a while. But cool last track, very cool. I definitely like your drop more. I feel like Plague tried to imitate Glasspack's style way too much. I mean, especially 7 months ago, where he was just obsessed with trying to do whatever he could to sound like Glasspack. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's also not a great thing to just copy off of other people's style, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Plague does that, I know, but he's currently doing yeah, I know that too. I already told him to try and make his own style, but I guess it's hard for him to do that because, I mean, I used to be like that. I used to listen to a lot of people and just like, oh yeah, I want to create something like that as well. And I used to have like a Kira Khan phase, a Stuka phase, a Glasspack phase. Like it was bad. I think I found my style now, but still experimenting. All the tracks that like sound like Deviate will probably not be released because I'm just trying to play around and stuff just to get a little bit of a sound design thing, like a sound design like experiment thing for real. But yeah, I think that's Plague's biggest problem. Yeah, I think he is toning that down. He sent me like a Botanica thing and it sounded like really good, and like it just didn't sound like anyone, so that's a good thing. Yeah, Plague's super good. He just has to stop trying to sound like people. Just imitate all of those styles and put them all together. You create Plague Doctor, for real. Thank you for sending Ron K and Plague. Now we're on to White Noise. I don't want to listen to this. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not into minatory, whatever you like to call it. Hadeen never coming out. What do you mean? I mean, Hadeen's never coming out. The EP's never coming out, so. None of the tracks work, like, with my style. All of the tracks sound like Eugene, apart from the Glasspack collab that just sounds like straight up Glasspack. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really do much on that. But he still wants me to be included, because he feels comfortable with releasing a collab with me, so I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I didn't really do much in that collab, and I told him if he could like try send me stems or something, and he had issues doing that, and then I was like, I could definitely back out if you want to just like release this yourself, and he was like, nah bro, I'd be happy to have you on it, and we'll get a label release and stuff. Yeah, he's super nice. I mean, we're already working on another collab which I actually started on, so that should turn out like an actual mixture of us two. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Wait, no. What about the back rooms? That Alice is super weird to work on. Do the new one, okay. As I was saying, Backrooms is a weird Elias. I don't really make like Death Trap anymore, so. Okay, let's Toxic with Knock Your Door Down. Let's go.
I'm on that crazy shit, let's get it. I'm on that crazy shit. I'm on that crazy shit, let's get it. I'm on that crazy shit. Hey, we just crazy jumping. And I've been taking something. This place jumping.
Was that the Joe B bass gun loop?
Jumping. And I've been taking something. This place jumping. And now my mind is running.
Boom Kitty intro. I rate it. Bro, this is kind of rough. I mean, everything's cool, like the mix down and the idea is cool, but bro, that tonality is horrible. I am not a fan of that at all. Down, 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 down. I just don't like the timbre of that, bro. It's the timbre. I mean, if it was like a different type of sound, then I'd probably like it. That's the literal only thing. I absolutely hate what that sound sounds like. Everything else is really cool though, like the mix down, the drums, like it all sounds really clean. It's just the flipping down, 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 down. I mean, it kind of repeats too much. It repeats way too much, actually. This is getting super repetitive. I already don't like the main sound, and it's already repeating, like, for 16 bars. Though. This part's cool. This is probably the build-up, right? Yeah. That's way better. Oh my days. Okay, that rap loop is not it. Just take that out, bro. The one time I can actually enjoy the flipping sound, you put okay, you know what? Using that main sound that I hate as a fill was actually pretty sick. I wish this was just a drop without the vocals. That would actually slap. This still slaps, it's just like I really don't like that sound. Oh, and the Joe B basses. Where's the sub? Bro. This is such a good drop, but where's the flipping sub? Gulp. The sub feels stronger here. Yeah, it's cool. I wish the second drop. Yeah, the ideas are sick, but I wish the second drop without the vocals used as the first drop would have been like the best thing ever. And if the third drop actually had sub, I mean, I'd love that. But yeah, this is kind of rough. I think it's a bit too repetitive as well. Like it drags on. I feel like, yeah. And it's not too much of a long track. It's 4 minutes long, but like still, I hate the rap vocals, bro. They just sound like ass. What else? Yeah, just the main sound and like the timbre of the main sound in the first drop, absolutely horrid. I never want to hear that again. Except for infills, I can deal with that. Because I said that sounded cool in the fill. But, yeah. Drags on a lot. Could have played a little bit with the melody as well. Like in this bit. If he didn't want to remove that bit, could have at least played with it, because it's like 16 bars of the same sound. But I mean, Sigma song for real. It's, yeah, I mean, it's kind of rough, but I like the idea. I like the mix down. Very cool. This is not rhythm. Sorry. Okay. That was cool. Do you want to send anything else? Because we've got time for one more song, and then I have to dip, and then I'll be back on when the Void remixes come. I'm honestly just looking forward for the Deviate and the Beast Boy one. Maybe the Automate one. I think that one will be cool. Have you heard the Koom? No. Let's see. I won't say anything actually. I like Alanator. He's a really nice guy. I like him. Very cool guy. That's all I'll say. I don't want to say anything anymore. Let's just get into it. Snafu by Kumai and Alanator. What's going on with Gani, bro? I haven't seen him in a while. Let's just get back to it. I'm hoping this slaps, because it's, I mean, Alanator's got some insane sound design, so. I would have preferred if the drop started there, but okay. That caught me a bit off guard, but I'll probably get used to it. Oh yeah. Hold on. Okay. I know that was Alanator's like vocal tag thing. I'm not a fan of it. I think that just ruined the drop, like the intensity of the drop there. I don't know. I just found it kind of goofy. But I mean, the drop's insane so far. I really like this. Yeah, that's sustained, isn't it? What? That is insane, bro. That's like the Molday method, huh? Sorry. That sounded like exactly like Molday though. Like he pitches down everything. It actually sounds insane. I don't know how he does it, but I wanna guess this is Olinator's drop, right?
That's
so sick, bro. I love like the stretched out glitches, man. I don't know what kind of mode that is on Ableton again. It's like it works like E3 mono on FL, I'm pretty sure. It's interesting. People forget how insanely like overpowered E3 mono stretching is. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it works way too well. It actually scares me. Okay, we're back to normal tempo. Yeah, that was sick. Bro, that. Bro, it holds itself back and then it just releases all at once. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's like I was on call with Moldy once, and like he did like a really similar thing. He does this thing where like second drops he like likes to pitch down stuff. It pitches down like the drums and like plays around with the main sound and like stretches them out tons. I wouldn't say that Partalian. The glitch stuff, I'd probably say Deviate. Deviate's been on a roll, bro. His glitchy stuff is just like, oh my days. Zuma does some really cool glitch stuff. But that's also just D-Blue Stretch being D-Blue Stretch. Goated ass plugin. Thy should cop. I'll go look. Brother, how do you not know Deviate? I am literally, I'm like the most, I am number one glazer of Deviate. Bro, how do you not know him though? Everyone knows him, especially for his Fever Dream mix, bro. That shit was insane. I don't think anyone will get close to his style. I feel like the person who has the most potential to do that kind of style is probably Company, and he's wasting it all on just random ass rhythm that anyone can do. Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. So you do know who he is. How did you pronounce him, bro? I remember I used to pronounce him so weird way, but I don't remember how. I think I used to pronounce him as Devate. Devate. I think that's how I used to pronounce it. I'm not so sure though. Yeah, no, Devite. That's grim, bro. That's worse than Devate, bro. Devite. No way. Well, at least you know it's Deviate. I found out like as soon as I heard about him like, I was like, oh yeah, have you heard this Deviate guy? It's like, Deviate? Do you mean deviate? Oh yeah, that makes sense because it literally says deviate. But yeah, I feel like, as I was saying, I feel like the person who has the most potential to do something like that is probably Company. If you've ever heard like Company's random ass like IDs, bro, you'd be surprised of how actually goated he is, and he just wastes it all on random rhythm or like the thing he pumped out for sudden death. That I was so sad when I heard that, bro. We went from stuff like Tied Up to whatever he released a few days ago. And apparently he had like complications. Well, he was like, it was complicated to like come up with something for the remix. Dude, Company is insane. Like, he's actually, I mean, he used to be my favorite producer for a while until like what, mid 2023, somewhere like that. He started just releasing random stuff, and I was never really a big fan of it. I honestly, I'm not even glazing, bro. Company is so talented. His IDs, his sound design is so complicated, bro. He could make the best track of all time. No, his Briddim stuff is what he usually used to do. I like to call it his prime because that's what his Briddim was amazing, bro. But like, I feel like he popped off in stuff like Cutthroat with Jeequy, and well, I mean, every track, I feel like most Company track is a hit. I'm talking about his newest releases, like the one with Careless Castle. That was kind of mid. Usurper was so mid. I was actually so sad when I listened to that because it was just like straight square far. What else? Yeah, I mean, what he's pumping out nowadays is just not. It's just not Company, you know what I mean? It just doesn't sound Company. Whenever I used to see Company's name on like a remix or like just a single, I already knew how brutal the drop would be. It's like he builds up an atmosphere so violently, bro. And like the drop is always so stompy and so energetic. But like nowadays it's just kind of mid. And I'm really sad about that because, like, bro, he's got some of my favourite tracks. Listen to TS, bro. Hold on. Like, I went back to this track like 2 days ago. I forgot how good it is. Something suddenly within my favourite modern producers. I mean, Sudden Death is good. I feel like he's glazed a lot though. He is glazed. For me, I mean, at least for me, his stuff sounds pretty much the same all the time. What do you think of the raindrop on a snare Nimda use? What? What do you mean? I don't know what that means, bro. Listen to this, bro. Hold on. Unmatched. That sound, bro. It's, yeah, bro. And his Must Die remix, bro. What? I feel like from the rhythm stuff that I've heard from Plague, he needs a lot of work. He's insane at like death trap and like trappy stuff, hybrid trap, death trap, trap metal, whatever it is. But the things I've heard from him for the Kuriyami compilation that we've been planning for a while, his submissions have been kind of rough. His tear out's pretty cool. I'm talking just like Bridim or Riddim style, like he's trying to imitate the Zuma style, and it's just No, but I mean his stuff that he sent like months ago, bro, like months ago. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's capable, but like I feel like he needs a little bit of more work on trying to do that type of style, because an EP out yesterday, bro, you didn't do any marketing. I didn't see anything online, bro. If you're gonna be his manager, bro, you need to try and reach out to him like all the time. Like actually try to promote his stuff. Yeah. Nothing is done yet, so it okay. 18 IDs, bro. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, Plague has been on the burnout, I know, but he sent me like an insane Botanica like ID, and it's like it is for Death Trap, but still, like, even when he's burnt out, he still does like quality styled stuff. Normally when people are just burnt out, they just can't make music. It's just like scrapyard music. Even when he's burnt out, I mean, yeah, he just makes good music, but overall, I feel like he needs to practice more styles, because I feel like he only does Death Trap a bit too much. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but like, I feel like ever since I moved on to Riddim stuff, not Riddim, but like tear out Riddim, like modern Riddim stuff, like glitchy stuff, that really helped me get like a better understanding of sound design, to the point where my Death Trap tracks aren't just sustains and trappy leads like every other hybrid trap, like every other hybrid trap track out there, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's good to experiment stuff like that. I've been making beats recently, so they're not the best, but I'm doing pretty good, I feel like. Let me just play this until I go. Bro, this track is Prime Company. This is how much potential it actually has. Bro, I love this track so much. Get out. Yeah, that's, bro. I crave this company style, bro. If he only went back to the Crumbo Briddim stuff, bro. I actually miss this kind of stuff. There's this one Lost Lands track that has the same intro and build. It was a 2021 set from Lost Lands, company Lost Lands set, and it had this insane drop. It was the build up that was used to the Kaiwachi collab. I was so sad when I heard the Riddim pre-drop, bro. It was such a good track. I mean, some people prefer the Kaiwachi collab, but it's just like a straight heavy ass sustain that just plays throughout the entire drop. It's amazing. I won't play it here. I could play it later. I want to go to Lost Lands, bro, but I'm too young. And well, yeah, I'm too young, and it's really far away, so probably expensive as fuck. But probably in 2 years I'll be able to. Who knows? Let's have some hope. I'll do this track on techno. Well, I mean, we aren't doing this EP, is it? Are we doing Crisis? Wait, I forgot what thing we're doing for Technetium. It's not here. It's not this one, is it? Crisis, bro, I can't. Crisis Vision, yeah. Well, no, I won't be doing this track because it's impossible for me to create good tracks when I've already heard an insane track. I mean, this is my favourite track of all time. I'm probably going to be serious. EDM wise, this is my favourite track of all time. Not like of all time. But in EDM, this is, yeah. I'll do some other remix that yeah. What else? Okay, I will close the stream. Maybe I'll come back today if the Void remix doesn't come out like 5 in the morning for me, because it's probably still what, like 2 p.m. in the US. Well, at least where like Sudden probably lives. So, and right now it's literally almost midnight for me. So I'll probably have to do it tomorrow, but that's fine. That's completely fine, because the EP's long, and I'm looking forward to it. To be fair, I'm looking forward to it because like I expect it to be way better than the first one. Ultimate, I feel like Ultimate's gonna have a really good remix. Beast Boy is gonna have an insane remix. I haven't heard any of these. Like people have heard IDs from some of these, and I haven't heard any. So that should be really good. I can't wait for the Deviate one. Like genuinely, such a yeah. I don't know who Human Consumer is, but that's a cool last name, and I hope that's it's a good idea. Thank you, Ron K. I don't know how I came up with that idea of the remix, bro. I was on a call with just a random ass friend, and I was like, okay, let's just play stuff down and see what happens. Yeah, it was a lot of convolvers involved, but that's yeah. And the second drop, I wanted to go something more like the Manly and Deviate second drop in the Manly and Deviate tune, because it was like a really weird, huge, fat drop, like stretched out, random ass drop, like a producer flex. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. I'll catch you guys later. Later. Peace. Sorry. That was crazy.